Financial freedom, yeah, that's the goal. Invest your time, invest your soul. Save it, stack it, watch it grow. Generational wealth, Coach Flow.
I want to welcome everyone back to another episode of Generation Investors Podcast. And I've been working on a lot of new material, a lot of new content. And as we go into the summertime, definitely going to post a little bit more of my products. The products I have on Generation Investor Shop, I'm going to leave a description below. And for those who are tuning in for the first time, I am Coach Flo and talk everything financial. Investing, stocks, crypto, passive income, side hustles. And I got a shop that what I talk about, I have digital products that I'm been putting out, and I'm continuing to keep putting out. And so this particular segment, this is one of my products. It's a devotional, a 30-day devotional. I'm going to leave a description below. I'm going to not hit all 30 bullet points, but I'm going to hit a few points that I want you to really think about, reflect. And this devotional, if you haven't been to church or haven't talked to God in a while, I believe this devotional is just for you. I believe this devotional will awaken something in you to want to get your relationships closer, tighter, deeper, all that. And if you haven't had a relationship, this devotion is for you as well, to discover how God has a plan for you. So hit that thumbs, hit that like, hit the subscribe. And day one of this devotional, this is Psalms 24:1. Okay, Psalms 24:1. And the earth is the Lord's and everything in it, the world and all who live in it. That is the NIV version. And the reflection, how can you better steward your resources? Okay, that's something to think about. Stewardship is key. Stewardship is key when it comes to building up, creating, moving up, advancing, promotion. Stewardship is key to getting more. We all inspire to want more, whether that's more money, you want to live a happy, healthy life, you want to move to a certain city, state, you want to move out of your apartment, move to a house, get a car, get a vehicle, have kids, get married. But the question is, are you stewarding what you have right now? Because that's what God is looking at, how well you steward in your current season in order to get to the next season. Because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes God is waiting on us to say yes. God is waiting on us to step back, to cut off, to move. God could be saying, move here, get away from them, stay away from them, cut that out. All that is part of stewardship. And so that's why I believe God is saying in Psalms 24:1, I own everything. God owns you, me, our finances, our bodies, our jobs, our possessions, our cars, our houses. He has it all. And the question is, are you stewarding so you can get to where he wants you to go? Get to what he has for you, ultimately. And let's move on to day two. Day two, Luke 16:10. Okay. Luke 16:10 and the NIV. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. Whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much. And so God is looking at the heart. He's looking at the heart. When you look at the heart, he's looking at integrity. Okay. Integrity is the small things. Okay. The small things. You might say, well, I don't have the $1 million portfolio or the big bank account or the biggest house, nicest cars. But what do you have? That's the question. What do you have? If you have breath in your body, you have something. Can you be trusted? Because everybody cannot be trusted. Everybody's not reliable. We live in a day and time where Aesthetics. There's a lot of emphasis on aesthetics, on the outward. For those who saying, what is aesthetics? The outward. Look at, oh man, she bad, or he got muscles, or she got a big this. Um, uh, he got a nice car, and he dressed nice, and that's good and all to do that. But how's the person's heart? How is they treating you? What is their character like? That's a question you have to ask, because everybody can't be trusted. Everybody's not responsible. So God rewards those who take care of what he has given them, who he's given them, whether it's your kids, whether it's your girlfriend, your wife, all that. God is watching, and you're looking to gain wealth. You're looking to advance in your workspace and get that promotion. Look at how you treat people. That says a lot how a person feels about themselves. Because if you treat people like trash, obviously you really don't like yourself. And you cannot say you love God if you're not treating your fellow brother or sister. Something to think about. And then let's talk about day 3. Day 3, this is a Proverbs. Oh, Proverbs has a whole bunch of wisdom in it. This was 21:5. Okay. So in Proverbs, planning leads to success. Yes, it does. Diligent planning, not just any planning. Diligent planning leads to abundance and success. Got to have a forward thinking. Look at not the right now, but the next year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, all that, 5 years, 10 years. Because if you're not planning, you're planning to fail. Hasty action often result in poverty and failure. So if you just emotionally driven, we got to change the way we think. If you're emotionally driven, based off emotion, life happens. Yes, it does. I'm not going to sit up here and say that your emotions are not valid, because that would be crazy to me and foolish to me to say that, okay, if something happened, you're not going to react. No, you're going to react, but using a wisdom approach and not just overreacting and doing something just crazy. Okay, so take time to set clear goals and strategies. Okay, evaluate potential risks and benefits before acting. I've shared this with some of the students that I've talked and come in contact with on campus, and we talk about conflict resolution. And stay tuned towards in a few weeks, because I'm working on getting an interview with a fellow coworker who is really passionate about conflict resolution, because we got to start thinking, which I told my students, you got to start thinking before you act. There's too much at stake. Their future is at stake. Your future is at stake. If you are a younger viewer watching me, your future is at stake. I know my future is at stake, but also going through life and life experiences, I've learned a few things, a few bumps and bruises to know that, okay, I ain't gonna just crash out just because. So, but if you are a younger viewer, think about it. Think about before you crash out. I definitely think about before you crash out, because your future is at stake, and what you do now impacts everybody around you. And if you say, I don't care, that is the wrong mindset to have, because you affect and your actions affect everybody. And I do mean everybody around you. So if you get jammed up, if you got brothers and sisters, like I told them, who they gonna look up to? If you have people depending on you, because I got people depending on me, so I know my actions affect everything and everybody. So just like me, the same thing with you. Even if you don't have brothers and sisters, there's somebody who is watching. Somebody's always watching, okay? Somebody's always watching. So consistent effort and foresight yields fruitful outcomes. Let's be consistent and start to think before we act. Trust in wisdom and guidance for better decision making. And like I said, I'm going to really, on a future segment, when I get my guy back on with the podcast, we really going to talk about conflict resolution and emotional intelligence, because within this generation, that's what's lacking. That's what's lacking. We got too many crash outs. I'm tired of seeing crash outs, people on the news, young folks, young people doing silly, foolish things and making their future just go down the drain. I see a lot of potential out here. Now's the time to start thinking. So I just want to leave you with this in the description below, this devotional. Like I said, this is a 30-day devotional, and I pray that you go check it out and really start to build that relationship with God, build up the relationship with their inner man, their spiritual man. And because now's the time. We are living in crazy times when people are coming into places and shooting up places, and with so much depression and anxiety at its highest. People are tired. They are frustrated. They are upset, and you do not know what a person is thinking. So now's the time to pray. Now's the time to really start to get your relationship with God. If you haven't got your relationship with God, if you feel like you've been distanced from him, you done fell back, now's the time to come back. Now's the time to come back. And this is your opportunity to come back. You got breath in your lungs. I'm encouraging and imploring you to start today. Why wait? So if you have enjoyed this content, this new episode, let me know. Let me know. Do you want to see more content like this? Because I got some more products at the Generational Investor Shop that I'm continuing to push out, and I'm going to also do content on the products. This is just the first segment. I got more since we head into the summer. So if you have enjoyed this, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. I'll see you next one. Peace.